So there are few things you should know about the grower and the winner stage of rabbits. That is the stage where they are being weaned from their mother, which is always between the age of 6 weeks to 8 weeks, and sometimes with the extension of 10 weeks, depending on the numbers of the kids and their growth rate altogether. Right? Now, there's something I want you to understand, or a few things about this stage of rabbits. This stage is the stage that set the pace for the other stages of your rabbit life. That is the growers and the adults. If your rabbit grows fast when it is at winter stage, it will definitely grow into a super big rabbit, by the time it gets to the adult stage. Number one. Number two, it will surprise you to know that this stage that they are in is the stage wherein they eat the most. Most people don't know this, but winners actually eat more feed than growers and adults. Yes, they consume much more feed than growers and adults when they are younger like this. My God, the level at which they eat, if you have a lot of winners, if you have like 100 winners compared to 100 adults, you are going to have to, feed them more, feed the 100 winner more than the 100 adults. I'm telling you, they eat so much while they are young. But the good thing about their consumption while they are young is that they don't just eat so much, they also grow so much. You understand? So if they are well fed and not just fed junks, when I mean junks, I mean food that does not have the capacity to power their growth rates. You understand? And those are junk. They will just be eating and not growing. But if they are well fed on a good pelletized feed, and random grasses and other things that you can use to complement your rabbit feeding system, you understand? They are bound to grow very fast and grow very well. You understand? This is our own outgoing cage. And this cage can actually contain 20 winners. Though they are not up to 20 right now, but this cage can contain 20 winners. By the time they are getting to grow up, we definitely have to reduce the number. That's like 2-3 weeks from now. If they are 20, we'll definitely have to take like 5 and reduce it to 15 so that they will not be crowded. You understand? So now, this is their drinker here. This particular drinker was filled at 8:30 p.m. last night. When I got it this morning, it was totally, completely dry. Not just empty, it was dry. So around 7 a.m. this morning, I've given them water. Look at it. I gave them water 7 a.m. this morning. Look at it. The water I gave them at 7 a.m. is almost gone. And this is just, I think this is 9 a.m. So the water is almost gone. So apparently I have to introduce another drinker into this grower space. You understand? I have to introduce another drinker to make it 2 drinkers so that they will not finish their water, before the end of the day. So this stage is a very critical stage. You understand? You must take care of them. You must watch their performance. I've told you several times on this channel that if you want to know if your rabbits are healthy or not, their poo, the nature of their poo is a major indication of the state of their health. Because a normal standard rabbit poo should look like this. I'm sure you can see this. This is what a normal rabbit poo should look like. Anything other than this, your rabbit is not in good shape. Yes, anything different than this, if it is watery, if it is very wet, you might need to take care of 1 or 2 things. And at this stage, you also need to actually give them anticoccidiosis, because the major challenge that winners used to experience is coccidiosis. So you give them anticoccidiosis drug for 3 days. There are various kinds of anticoccidiosis drug that you can get at the vet store. You understand? So you give them anticoccidiosis drug for 3 days inside their water. Let them have that drug inside their water for the next 3 days. So it will help them to resist and prevent coccidiosis. You can also make apple ginger, garlic, and turmeric mix for them. I think I've made a video on that before as well. How to make your ginger, garlic, and turmeric. You can check our older videos to learn that. And it's a very good organic antibiotic. It prevents coccidiosis, prevents a lot of issues, helps to boost their immunity altogether. So it's very important. It's very important for them. And also, you want to make sure that their cage environment is well ventilated. Look at this one. Breeze is blowing. Rabbits ate it, and it kills them very fast. So if you don't want them to die very fast, you definitely want to make sure that the environment is well ventilated so that fresh air can blow from left, from right, from up and down, to to their cage. It's very important. If they are overcrowded, or they are in a place where there is direct sun ray or excessive heat, trust me, your rabbits are going to die in less than 24 hours. But when there is breeze blowing from everywhere, you can be sure that your rabbits are in good condition. I also want to say this. The value of your male and female rabbits is not just in themselves, it's in their potential to reproduce. So if you are not crossing your rabbits and they are not reproducing, you may not be in business. You understand? Yes, you might just be keeping rabbits because you love them, but you're not going to make any profit out of them if you are not crushing your rabbits. So if you intend to make profit out of rabbit farming business, then you must ensure that you crush your rabbits, cross them always, so that they can give birth. You understand? So if they are not giving birth, you are not going to make any profit, and you are not even in business. You are spending money to feed them and all that. So if they're not giving birth, how do you intend to make your returns? Because the potential of rabbit is their ability to give birth. And another advantage of the rabbit farming business is the fact that these animals have one of the shortest gestation period, which is just 1 month of pregnancy, and then they can deliver 8 or 10 or more or less volumes of babies. You understand? So you want to ensure that you are crossing them, producing more winners, so that you can have what to raise and what to sell. That is how it works. I hope you have learned 1 or 2 things today. Also, if you win your rabbit too early from their mother, you pose them to the threat of not surviving the outside world on their own. So if you don't win your rabbit too early from their mother, at least let them spend up to 6 weeks or 8 weeks with their mother. In fact, if you are experiencing high mortality of winners, before you start treating anticoccidiosis, treating this one and treating them, and my brother, go and ensure that going forward, you let them spend up to 8 weeks before you win them from their mother. By the time you win them, they are strong enough to withstand the environment. You understand? Also, you want to make sure that even while you are feeding them pelletized feed, you make available maybe dry matters or hay to them, because winners are very susceptible to bloating. You understand? So anything that would affect their system, you want to ensure that you don't give it to them. Does that mean that you cannot give them pelletized feed? Of course, if you give them a good pelletized feed, they're not going to experience bloating in any way. But at the same time, while you are feeding them on pelletized feed, you have to make some dry matters available to them that will help them, you understand, to have some level of fiber which help their digestion. They are still young, their digestive system is still building up. So if you make fiber available in their feed, to help their digestive system to build up fast and to develop on time, and that will strengthen them. So this is what I have for you today on winners in rabbit farming. I hope you have learned 1 or 2 things. If you have your question, drop your question in the comment section. I'll be there to answer your question. Thanks for watching, and have a lovely day. Bye for now.